So I really wouldn't consider myself the most fashionable guy, right? I mean, I pretty much wear an Ape Athletics t-shirt in every single video with a hat. But when I do wear nicer stuff, I keep it simple, and that's the kind of guy I am. So when it comes to spending a lot of money on something like a t-shirt or a nice pair of jeans, no way. And the reason I think that way is because styles change. Remember like 10 years ago, those really baggy jeans that were really, really cool at one point? They're not so cool anymore now. So I see every purchase of clothing as an investment. And I see things like jeans and a t-shirt as temporary investments, things that will change. But there's really two things that I will spend a little bit of extra money on to get quality, something that is built to last. The first one is watches. I have two watches that I consider to be nicer. This one is a Victorinox. This one is a Tissot, I believe. These are Swiss made, so it's built to last. And these are timeless designs right here. Very, very simple. So I will be able to wear these watches today, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, and since they're built to last, they will keep up with me. These will tell a story, and it's gonna have character. And the second thing is shoes. Now, I'm not talking about every single type of shoe. Spend a lot of money on a pair of Nikes that you're gonna run in and ruin. No, a very specific type. For me, more of like a dress shoe. And in this case, these are my Red Wing Iron Rangers. Were they a little bit more than something I could buy at like Nordstrom Rack? Yeah, absolutely. But the same with the watch. It's built to last, it's quality, it's not going out of style. I see that as a good investment. So things like jeans and a t-shirt, not so much. I will spend less there, but spend a little bit more when I do, which is like maybe once a year, on items that will last, like a watch and shoes. So for those that wanted to know, that's my take on it. I don't see a need in buying a $200 t-shirt or a $1,000 pair of jeans when they're just gonna go out of style in like a year. So today's Valentine's Day, which is my off day. So what I'm doing today is driving back to Joplin, Missouri, which is my hometown, and I'm gonna go out to eat tonight. And I'm probably not gonna vlog much because it is Valentine's Day after all. And then I'll be back here tomorrow morning. It's a really boring drive. I made it back, and every time I come back, I don't come back to Joplin that much, maybe like once every 3 months. So really not often, but every time I do come back, it feels a little less and less like home, and that's life, right? You move on, you go different places, and you come back, you got memories, but it's not quite the same. But what I'm off to do right now is I'm going to the mall and talk about doing things last minute, getting some last minute Valentine's Day presents. It's 4 o'clock on Valentine's Day, and I haven't done any shopping, so I've got to make up for being late on the presents. Uh-oh, what's up, boy? Hey, chill out. Buddy, you gotta chill. You gotta chill, bro. These are my dogs. Old viewers will remember them. Buddy and Murphy. They're still doing good, but every time I come back to my mom's house, I love seeing the dogs. Look at him. Don't leave. I gotta go. See ya. What do you want to eat? Cracker Barrel? All right. Cracker Barrel it is. Breakfast was very good. They have like the best biscuits and gravy. And now I have to drive home. Very boring drive, so thanks to the magic of editing, I'm home. It was a very good trip. I was there for like 16 hours, so it was kind of quick, and I'm really excited to hit the gym today. You know you're on a good workout program when you really look forward to going back into the gym the day after your off day. So let's talk about tonight's workout. Now, if you've been watching every video, you might have noticed in the last video I made a comment how I think the workouts are starting to get easier and I'm getting used to the amount of volume as time goes on. Let's just go ahead and put an X through that statement because tonight was the most difficult workout so far, by far, and it is the closest that I've been to passing out in quite some time. And the reason for that is 2 weeks ago, I did a 1 rep max. It was the first day of the program on deficit deadlifts, conventional. I got 455 pounds. So tonight I look at the program and it says to do 80% of that for 3 sets, as many reps as possible. And when I see as many reps as possible, my eyes just light up because there's no limitations. It's kind of like having a freeway and there's no speed limit and you can just drive as fast as you want. And that's kind of how I think of AMRAPs, right? I can just go balls to the wall for 3 sets. So 365 pounds was 80% of 455. I got 3 sets of 10 reps, which I was really, really happy with. And there were times during this workout where I thought about quitting a few times because I was getting so beat down. But it's small victories like this. Now that I'm done with the workout and I'm sitting here talking to you guys, I'm really proud of myself for finishing. It might not have been the prettiest workout, it might not have been my best, but it's small victories like this that you just have to grasp onto. Like, now I have some positive momentum. And the whole thing going through my mind was, tomorrow is an optional recovery day. Why don't I just try as hard as I can today, and then if I'm really not feeling like the gym tomorrow, I can just take the day off. So it didn't make any sense for me to quit right now. Just finish it, do what the program says, suck it up, and if you don't feel good, you can take tomorrow off. So the 3 sets of AMRAPs went great, and then the program called for 3 sets of 5 reps at 70% of 455 pounds. Calculated that, and it was 340 pounds, and this is where red alert started happening. The C was rocking. I was getting a little dizzy after each set. And moving on from there, I did 8 sets of triples on front squats. I'm trying to do the right grip and not just do the cross arm grip. So that's something that I'm working on. It felt a lot better actually, and the weight, believe it or not, feels lighter when I hold it with my wrist back the correct way. So 8 sets of triples there. Moved on to some stiff-legged sumo deadlifts, and I'm really trying to work on the pause. The program actually says to do these paused at the shin, and I found out why tonight. Much harder. You can really feel the weight just being held by your hamstring. And this is an exercise where you can do it and just go through the motion and basically do a back extension, or you can really think about it and have that mind-muscle connection and think about moving the weight with your hamstrings. Push the hips back, load your hamstrings up with that weight, and then contract on the way up. And then after that, a few sets of leg curls, and that's it. So tough workout, the hardest one by far. But like I said, I'm just glad that I finished. So I decided what I'm gonna do with this video is I'm gonna call it a bonus video. I know the production quality might not have been as high, but I filmed yesterday, I filmed today, that's all I did for these 2 days. And I'm gonna end it by showing you guys what's in my gym bag. Now I've shown you guys this before. Now that I have more routine viewers watching every single video, I think this might be kind of beneficial. So starting off, the knee sleeves I use, these are new. These are my strong knee sleeves from Super Training, similar to the SBDs. And I'll link all this stuff down below in the description. I've got a ton of resistance bands in here from My Protein, and yes, My Protein makes a lot more than just protein, so check out their site. And they're one of my sponsors, and honestly that's how my channel is like ran. I don't sell t-shirts, I do sell a cookbook, but I don't offer online personal training. It's really sponsor driven, so I appreciate that. If you guys ever need any supplements, you can use my discount codes. They're linked down below in the description. But I've got some TheraBands. These are what I use to warm up on push day. I basically will just wrap them up, do some pull aparts, some shoulder dislocations like this, and it's just a good way to warm up. I've got a few of these. Oh man, this is awesome. Look at this. Can you guys believe how old this towel is? This is a Space Jam towel. Still works perfect. Some soft tissue mobility tools. I've got the lacrosse ball here, the softball here. Both are very cheap, great tools for mobility. Doing your chest, your glutes, you can sit on them and do some hamstrings, and pretty much any way you can just wedge this in between the ground and your muscle. I recommend both of these a lot. This is the slingshot hip circle. Wrap it around your knees. You walk in it and it warms up your hips and your glutes before any lower body stuff. I usually use this before every squat and deadlift workout. I've got my black gangsta wrist wraps. Obviously any pressing exercise, I usually will use these. Really high quality, probably my favorite ones out. My Nike Romaleos, however you want to say them. I use these on front squats tonight. Pretty much all squatting days, these are what I'm wearing. Right here in the side, I've got some lockjaw collars, Versa grips, and this stuff is awesome. If you guys ever see me like sniffing anything before a lift, it's nose torque, smelling salts. This will light you up in a good way. And that's all I've got in my gym bag. Of course, I've got like 50 shaker cups, and I'm gonna call that there for the video. So if you guys liked it, give it a like. I'm gonna start fresh tomorrow, higher quality edits. That's just what I've been doing for the 2 days, like I've said. So sorry if it's disappointing, but consider this a bonus video, right? And I'll talk to you next time. We got a lot to clean up.